So this is a short video about reassessment for Britain from the Boer War to Brexit. So we're going to cover what is reassessment and what exactly you have to do if you have been set for reassessment in this module. So the university's assessment regulations define reassessment as any student who fails any module at the first point of consideration offered this opportunity for what we call reassessment. This is basically if in either of the components that you had to submit for this module, which we're going to discuss on the next slide, if you failed them or didn't submit one of them potentially, and your mark overall for the module fell below 40, passing grade, you have failed Britain from the Boer War Brexit, as the University Assessment Board probably let you know, and thus you are eligible for reassessment in one or both of those components. So it may make a bit more sense on the next slide. So you might recall that for Britain from the Boer War or Brexit, there were two parts of the module assessment. There was a 20% group presentation worth 20% of your overall mark, and there was a 2,000-word critical review worth 80% of your mark. So if you didn't submit both of those, then you have definitely been reassessed. You are now eligible for reassessment for the module. If you maybe only submitted one of them, say for instance you only submitted the group presentation, it's highly unlikely, if not impossible, that you could have passed the module without the second critical review, because the critical review is worth so much. So this, you'll have also been put forward for reassessment. So in very simple terms, what we're asking you to do for reassessment is, if there's something you missed when you should have submitted it the first time, submit it now. So if you missed the group presentation, what we're asking you to do is submit, because you can't do the group presentation now, we're aware of that, because it's difficult to get a group together. We want you to submit basically a PowerPoint that would run for about 5 to 7 minutes, and we want you to run a script alongside it. So either submit a script on a Word file, so write a little script about what you would say on each slide. So in slide 1, I would have said verbally this. Slide 2, I would have said this. Or you can do it through PowerPoint itself. There's a little notes tab on PowerPoint. So put your notes there, what you would have said. So if you didn't submit the group presentation, that's what you need to do. If you did submit the group presentation and you passed it, you will not be reassessed on that particular element. You're only going to be reassessed on the things that you failed or did not submit. If you didn't submit the critical review, the 2,000-word critical review, again, all we want you to do is make up for the fact that you didn't submit it, or if you failed it outright. So basically speaking, you should be aware from the module last year, and indeed there's a lecture on the critical review. Go back and watch it. It's a recorded online lecture. We also discussed the seminars, which are also recorded and online. Basically, write a 2,000-word critical review on Laura Beer's article, A Latest Britain Fight Now in the Historical Journal. You should be easily able to access that. Follow the instructions on Blackboard. Follow the instructions in the lecture that I've talked about, the recorded lecture that tells you exactly how to create that critical review. So in very simple terms, if you failed either or both of the components in this module, and you ultimately failed the module, you have been put forward for reassessment. If you've been contacted by the Module Assessment Board, you will have been put forward for reassessment, and you have to make good anything you missed the last time. If you have any questions, let me know. My email's at the bottom of the slide. Thank you.